Hello, everyone. This is Karennoid, aka Karennoid, la reggaetonera de Chicago. Step into my world as we listen to some of my favorite songs and talk a little bit more about what makes them so special. First up, we have Tarjeta 666 by Tomás El Real and Paul Marmota. This is an example of neoperreo or new perreo, a subgenre and movement that began in Chile in late 2017.
Con mi gata voy pa'l mall a comprarme ropa nueva, zapatilla. Soy una estrella, con mi gata voy pa'l mall a comprarme ropa nueva, zapatilla. Soy una estrella, con mi gata voy pa'l mall a comprarme ropa nueva, zapatilla. Soy una estrella, con mi gata voy pa'l mall a comprarme ropa nueva, zapatilla. Soy una estrella. Sé la tarjeta, sé la tarjeta, sé la tarjeta, sé la tarjeta.
Paul Marmota and Tomás El Real are both pioneers in El Perreo, and this song came out in 2018. So, flash forward a few years, and the genre evolves, and a bunch of artists all over Latin America are inspired by this movement, by this specific sound, this experimental, futuristic type of reggaeton, and they start to create their own. So, next up, we have a new girly on the block. Her name is Oli Rare, or Holy Rare in English. This song is called Sustancias Raras by DJ Sustancia, Oli Rare, and produced by Sebra.
DJ Sustancia. Oli, oli, rare. Te voy a comer la cara, te con tremenda bellaca, ya tú sabes, mami, le dicen la rara. Te voy a comer la cara, te con tremenda bellaca, ya tú sabes, mami, le dicen la rara. Toda la piba rompiendo el bloque, y eso le duele que ella sola se lo choque. Toda la piba rompiendo el bloque, y eso le duele que ella sola se lo choque. No me para de mirar, papacito ven pa' acá, te muestro lo que traje, está en la teta, venirlo a buscar. No me para de mirar, papacito ven pa' acá, te muestro lo que traje, está en la teta, venirlo a buscar. Venirlo a buscar. Venirlo a buscar.
Oli Rare is also from Chile. She is this part of this new generation of neoperreo artists. And DJ Sustancia is actually from Argentina. And I think that's super important to highlight here because the song incorporates what we call turreo, which is another style of music that's very popular in Argentina. If I were to describe it, I'd say that it's cumbia and reggaeton's little cousin. Something else to highlight on the track is you can also hear the influence of metal and rock in the song, which is really important to a lot of these new young people who are making neoperreo. It's always sort of teeter that line between like heavy metal and reggaeton. So I definitely love what Oli Rare is contributing to the genre, to the scene. Sevra, in my opinion, might be one of the best producers in El Perreo. So I hope you enjoyed that. All right, now let's take a trip over to Mexico and enjoy all of the different styles of reggaeton that Mexico has to offer. First up, we have cumbiaton, which is just like it sounds. It's a wonderful fusion, a delicious marriage between cumbia and reggaeton. This song is called Terreque by the great DJ Chequecito. It came out in 2023 on Rosa Pistola's compilation album called Cumbiaton Total, where DJ Rosa Pistola highlights some of the best beat makers in her crew in Mexico City and in the outskirts of Mexico City. DJ Rosa Pistola is definitely one of my influences. She's Colombian born, but pretty much raised in most of her career, has been in Mexico, and now she's global. She's toured and traveled all over Europe with her music. She's a DJ and she's a producer as well. So enjoy this very prime example of cumbiaton.
Wishing, Halle must have done the problem. Now no nobody money, I'm done your Holland.
It never ceases to amaze me just how talented DJ Chequecito is as a producer. The sampling of this song is just so top tier. You could hear some strings in there, some breakdowns. At the very beginning, there's a sample of an Arabic song. There's some other OG elements of reggaeton that were incorporated there sonically. The transitioning between cumbia and reggaeton was just so seamless. You can tell that the mastering was very expensive. They spent so much time on perfecting this sound. Cumbiaton is so ingrained in the culture of Mexican reggaeton. It's clear from its energy, you can tell that it's a party song. Yes, yes, pa la fiesta, it's time to party. It always goes off when I play it. It's celebratory, and it's just a really impressive track. And I hope you liked it. Perreo is a style of reggaeton that is specifically meant for you to dance with your partner hardcore. The bass can be insane, definitely higher tempo. The rapping, there's a lot of wordplay. You'll notice there are also some sounds that are perhaps a little gimmicky. There's some humor in it, and that's the point. Is that Perreo Mexa is meant to be just so fun for you to be on the dance floor, and it's very tongue in cheek. So this next song is Chulo de Barrio by JF, El Gudi, and Oviña, all members of the new school of Perreo Mexa.
JF,
El Goody,
dímelo Viña.
for brand music.
Díselo, ese culo no está difícil, pa' mí esto es fácil. Tú ponte beauty, ready for nasty, natural fantastic. Si tú lo que quieres bellaquear, conmigo tú vas a sudar. La noche tu vela fantastic. Tú ponte beauty, ready for nasty, natural fantastic. Si tú lo que quieres bellaquear, conmigo tú vas a sudar. La noche tu vela. Yo soy el gato que le quita los panties. Quiere que le pongan candy. Tú mi vaquerita Jessie, yo tu dueño el Andy. Ella quiere que la parta, que le muerde el cranky. Y yo que no me aguanto, su mirada me seduce. Quiere que la...
This song is just so much fun. I love playing it in the clubs. It's such a banger. What I love so much about it is, I'm sure you heard there's some Spanglish in there. So I'm really impressed by these rappers' use of English words and incorporating it into the rhyme scheme with the Spanish words as well. Also, if you speak Spanish, your ears perk up because they're using a lot of popular slang words and referencing a lot of things that Mexican people would know about, and it makes you giggle almost. It's just so funny, and there's just so much humor in Perreo Mexa, and the melody itself, that pattern, that sonic pattern, it's a little goofy, isn't it? But like I said earlier, that's really the point. There also, I wonder if you heard, there's a little bit of cumbia there at the end, which I think is a producer just having some fun there. And then I love how the song sort of slows down, the way that a turntable slows down when you're pressing it. So that is Perreo Mexa. So we've reached the end. I have one more song for you. Thank you so much for stepping into my DJ world. I hope that you've enjoyed the song so far. I hope that you've maybe learned something new and that you'll add some of these songs to your playlists. So this last song is my other personality as a DJ. It's an example of what we call Latin core or perreo core or Latin tech. So it is a style of electronic experimental music. So this is something that I would play at Smart Bar or at a DIY techno party in a warehouse or something like that. So it's very intense. It's very high energy. It's somewhere between 140 and 160 BPM. But my hope is that your ears will recognize reggaeton in it because it's all over this track. There's also influence of dembow, which is a Dominican style of music. It's all just faster paced. So this song is called Dramaturgia, and it's by Kiger, who is actually Mexican as well. And the song, it's atmospheric. It's a hypnotic fusion of experimental electronica, and it just has these pulsating rhythms in it that just make you want to dance, jump up and down. It's very euphoric, and it was released by his collective called Low Income Squad. So definitely check them out. And thanks so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.